This is the last day, the song, the blessing, the mountain, and 4 verses that closes one of the greatest stories ever told with the quietest ending imaginable. Today Moses finishes, and the Torah ends. Day 56, the mountain and the song. Deuteronomy 32 to 34 and Psalm 91. 5 books, 56 days. From the first word of Genesis to the last word of Deuteronomy. It ends here, on a mountain, with a man who cannot cross the river. But before the mountain, the song. Listen, you heavens, and I will speak. Hear, you earth, the words of my mouth. Moses opens with a summons to creation itself, not to Israel, to the heavens, to the earth, because what he is about to say is bigger than one nation's story. It is the story of God and his people, and the whole cosmos is called to witness it. Let my teaching fall like rain. Let my words descend like dew, like showers on new grass, like abundant rain on tender plants. He proclaims the name of the Lord. Ascribe greatness to our God. He is the rock. His works are perfect. All his ways are just. A faithful God who does no wrong. Upright and just is he. Then the accusation, not against God, against Israel. They have acted corruptly toward him. To their shame, they are no longer his children. They are a warped and crooked generation. Is this the way you repay the Lord, you foolish and unwise people? Is he not your father, your creator, who made you and formed you? Moses takes them back to the beginning, when the Most High gave the nations their inheritance. When he divided all humanity, he set the boundaries according to the number of the sons of Israel. The Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is his allotted inheritance. He found them in a desert land, in a barren and howling waste. He shielded them and cared for them. He guarded them as the apple of his eye, like an eagle that stirs up its nest, that hovers over its young, spreading its wings to catch them, carrying them on its pinions. The Lord alone led them. No foreign god was with them. He made them ride on the heights of the land. He fed them with the finest wheat. With honey from the rock, he satisfied them. And then, Jeshurun grew fat and kicked. You grew fat, thick, and sleek. You abandoned the God who made you and rejected the rock your savior. They made him jealous with foreign gods. They angered him with worthless idols. They sacrificed to false gods, gods their ancestors had never known. You deserted the rock who fathered you. You forgot the God who gave you birth. The Lord saw it and rejected them. He said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end will be. For they are a perverse generation, children who are unfaithful. They made me jealous by what is no God at all. I will make them envious by those who are not a people. I will make them angry by a nation that has no understanding. For a fire has been kindled by my wrath, one that burns to the realm of the dead below. It will devour the earth and its harvests and set afire the foundations of the mountains. But then, even in the fire of judgment, the song turns. I would have destroyed them, God says. I would have wiped out all memory of them. But I dreaded the taunt of the enemy. Their foes would misunderstand. They would say, our hand has triumphed. The Lord has not done all this. They are a nation without sense. There is no discernment in them. If only they were wise and would understand this. If only they would discern what their end will be. How could one man chase 1,000? How could 2 put 10,000 to flight? Unless their rock had sold them, unless the Lord had given them up? Their rock is not like our rock. Even our enemies concede this. See now that I myself am he. There is no God besides me. I put to death and I bring to life. I have wounded and I will heal. No one can deliver out of my hand. I lift my hand to heaven and solemnly swear. I will sharpen my flashing sword. My hand will take hold of judgment. I will take vengeance on my adversaries and repay those who hate me. Rejoice, you nations, with his people. He will avenge the blood of his servants. He will take vengeance on his enemies and make atonement for his land and people. The song ends. Moses has sung the whole story. Creation, rescue, rebellion, judgment, and the mercy that waits on the far side of the fire. In poetry, set to music, placed in their mouths, so they will carry it whether they try to or not. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers. Under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Your ox will be slaughtered before your eyes, but you will eat none of it. Your donkey will be taken and not returned. Your sheep will be given to your enemies, and no one will rescue them. Your sons and daughters will be given to another nation. You will wear out your eyes watching for them day after day, powerless to lift a hand. A nation you have not known will eat what your land and labor produce. You will have nothing but cruel oppression all your days. The sights you see will drive you mad. Then Moses says the most devastating thing in the chapter. The Lord will drive you back to Egypt in ships, along the route I said you would never go again. Back to Egypt. Everything God did to bring them out, undone. Everything the Exodus meant, reversed. The slaves who became a free people, carried back in ships to the place they were freed from. There you will offer yourselves for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves. But no one will buy you, not even worth buying as slaves. Moses has been in this story from the beginning. He knows what Egypt felt like. He spent 40 years trying to bring them out of the memory of it. And now he stands before them and says, if you walk away from God, Egypt is where you end up. Worse than Egypt. Egypt won't even want you back. He has their full attention. Then, chapter 29, the covenant renewed on the plains of Moab. Moses calls them all forward, every one of them. The leaders, the elders, the officials, the men, the women, the children, the foreigners living among them, the woodcutters, the water carriers, every last person. You are standing here today, all of you, to enter into a covenant with the Lord your God. Moses reminds them what they saw with their own eyes in Egypt, the plagues, the signs, the wonders, Pharaoh and his entire army, the Red Sea swallowing the chariots, the 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes did not wear out, your feet did not swell. You saw all of it. And yet to this day, the Lord has not given you a mind that understands, or eyes that see, or ears that hear. Not an accusation, an observation. They walked through miracle after miracle and still didn't fully grasp what was happening around them. The human heart is slow. Revelation outruns comprehension. They needed 40 years just to begin to understand what the first week of the Exodus meant. I am making this covenant not only with you who are standing here today in the presence of the Lord your God, but also with those who are not here today. The unborn children. The generations not yet conceived. Every Israelite who will ever live is bound to this covenant. It doesn't expire. It doesn't transfer. It is sealed here, today, on these plains, and it echoes forward into every generation that follows. Then the line that has haunted readers for 3,000 years. The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things revealed belong to us and to our children forever, that we may follow all the words of this law. There are things God has not told them, mysteries he has kept, the full arc of what this covenant means, where history is going, how it all resolves, hidden. But what he has revealed is enough, more than enough. The law is in their hands. The covenant is on the table. The blessings and curses have been spoken out loud. They have everything they need to choose. The sky can be bronze or it can be open. The rain can come or it can stop. The blessings can overtake them or the curses can. And the only variable, the only thing that determines which, is whether they listen. Moses has said everything he knows how to say. The rest is up to them. Tomorrow. The choice set before them. Life or death. Blessing or curse. Joshua commissioned before the whole assembly. The song God tells Moses to write. And the beginning of the end. See you then.